It's Daytona time. Here's your starting lineup. Championship contender Shane Van Gisbergen on the pole with Justin Haley, the rookie sensation, to his outside. Championship contender William Byron starts third, and Christopher Bell fourth. Byron won last week. Kyle Larson, championship contender, is fifth. Brad Keselowski starts sixth. Championship contender Chase Briscoe seventh, and Bubba Wallace starts eighth. Then two championship contenders Cole Custer and Ty Gibbs round out your top 10. Here's where the rest of the field will start. And starting in dead last is Austin Cindric, your points leader. So, 30 laps here at Daytona. Stage 1 ends at lap 5. Stage 2 ends at lap 10. Stage 3 ends at lap 15. Now, let's get the other channel going. It's Daytona Day. Let's get the starting lineup set up. Shane Van Gisbergen, last year's winner, on pole with Justin Haley to his outside. Last week's winner, William Byron, and championship contender, starts third with Christopher Bell to his outside. Championship contender Kyle Larson starts fifth with Brad Keselowski in sixth, the 5 and 6 starting fifth and sixth. Chase Briscoe, championship contender, seventh. Bubba Wallace starts eighth. Cole Custer and Ty Gibbs, two championship contenders, 9th and 10th. That rounds out your top 10. Here's where everybody else will start. And as you can see, points leader Austin Cindric starts dead freaking last. He's going to make his way forward. So, here's how the stages work tonight. Stage 1 ends at lap 5. Stage 2 ends at lap 10. Stage 3 ends at lap 15. Remember, there's 4 stages for the rest of the season. That'll end at lap 30, the end of the race. Here we go. Time to go green. Daytona night racing. We're green at Daytona. Justin Haley leads lap 1. Van Gisbergen, Bowman side by side for second. The stages go by quick besides the final stage, so you got to be on point right away. And Haley is shuffled out, and Bowman takes the lead already. Bowman, a multiple-time Daytona 500 winner, already up in the front. Many cars getting shuffled out in the back. Chase Briscoe is one of them. William Byron, Chase Elliott thought about dropping down. Instead, they don't. Bowman leads, then Gibbs and Van Gisbergen side by side for second. And here's Keselowski making it 3 wide for second. Give it to Gibbs, though, as the outside line gets a big shot. 3 wide throughout the pack. Here's Brad Keselowski side by side with Alex Bowman for the lead. But William Byron gets shuffled out, so Keselowski falls down another spot. He'll try and clear up on Van Gisbergen. If he can make it, the answer is He can't. He stays on the bottom line. Denny Hamlin gets shuffled out. 3x3 throughout the pack. Behind the top two of Bowman and Gibbs. Big run for Van Gisbergen up the middle. Outside line getting a big shot. Bowman, Gibbs, and Busch lead the way. Kyle Busch drops down on lap number 4. So does Ryan Blaney. The 12 and the 8 make big moves and shuffle Van Gisbergen and Wallace to the bottom line. Gregson is kicked out of the line. Busch side by side for second with Gibbs. Oh man, Shane, who was up front the entire stage so far, he gets kicked out of line. Many people looking to move down on the back straightaway, trying to set up a run to go for the stage win. Bowman and Busch side by side for the lead. We're coming to the final lap of stage number 1. Busch with a nose ahead. Here's Ryan Blaney up the middle. Ryan Blaney to the lead. Blaney in the middle. Followed by Chastain. And Elio Castroneves. Busch trying to battle back. Blaney in the lead. He goes high. Chastain takes the lead at the line, staying middle, but he's going to drop out of line. Final lap of the stage. Chastain shuffled. He may not get stage points. Castroneves is fighting Blaney for the lead, but he's going to be 3 wide on the inside. Here's Austin Dillon. Who wants the stage points? Bubba gets kicked out of line. It looks like it's going to be Ryan Blaney. Does anyone have anything for him? Austin Dillon with a shot. Here's Austin Dillon side by side with Ryan Blaney. And look at Elio. Elio with a big shove. Here comes Elio. 3 wide for the stage victory. Here they come to the stripe. 3x3. Blaney outside. Dillon middle. Castroneves bottom to the line. It's going to be Blaney. Ryan Blaney wins stage 1. A huge stage win for the 12. Austin Dillon second. Elio Castroneves in third. Then Bowman fourth. Jimmy Johnson gets stage points. Brad Keselowski sixth. Ty Gibbs 7th, Zane Smith in 8th, Josh Berry 9th, and John Hunter Nemechek round out your top 10 for stage 1. Let's update the stage 1 results. Everyone surprisingly made it through. No one crashed. So we will now get the rest of the starting order set up, and we'll go back racing on lap 6 of 30 here at Daytona. A lot of chaos going on so far. Big stage points for Ryan Blaney, as well as Jimmy Johnson, Ty Gibbs. They all get big stage points. Austin Cindric working his way up through the pack already. He's already just outside the top 10. He's in 16th. Started last and got halfway up through the field. So here we go. We will restart on lap 6 of 30 for stage number 2. Ryan Blaney, Austin Dillon will lead the field back to green any moment now. Pace car will make that hard left turn on the pit road. And stage 2 at Daytona. Is green. Hooray! Even restart, Dillon and Blaney. Dead even. Outside line is the big line here. The line that Ryan Blaney's in is getting shuffled out. A lot of front runners get shuffled out, and Austin Dillon goes to the lead of the pack. Followed by Bowman. Blaney the third, leading the middle. So many people getting shuffled here. Dillon in the lead, followed by Bowman, then Keselowski, and now Ryan Blaney up the middle. Blaney next to Dillon, side by side for the lead. Now Dillon pulls ahead. Austin Dillon, so good at these restrictor plate tracks. Here he is again. Making a charge as we begin lap number 7. Dillon in the lead, followed by Bowman. Then Keselowski. A lot of super speedway aces up in the front. Chase Briscoe drops to the middle. Zane Smith wants to drop. He stays in line. Ty Gibbs falls down. Van Gisbergen drops. That's in the back. Big run on the inside for Christopher Bell. Here he is, finding his way up the middle. Lap number 8. Cars to the middle line, shuffling out people on the bottom line. Big championship names. Byron, Reddick, Johnson all get shuffled out, as well as Hamlin. There goes Bell. He gets shuffled out, as well as the super speedway ace, Ricky Stenhouse. All the while, Dillon remains in the lead, but Ryan Blaney's right next to him. So much chaos going on throughout the pack. The 3 of Austin Dillon takes the lead again. Heading to lap number 9. Chase Briscoe leads the inside line. On board with the 19. Here comes the 19 of Briscoe. Charging his way up on the bottom line. Here he is, making his way up toward the front. Lap number 9 begins with Austin Dillon in front and Alex Bowman in the second, and Cole Custer diving his way into the middle. There's Cole Custer diving his way into the middle line with 2 to go on the stage. He's into the top 5. Austin Cindric stuck in the back. He cannot make anything going. He cannot get anything going right now. Elliott shuffled. Gibbs shuffled. Van Gisbergen shuffled. But not many of his championship contenders also can get anything going. As William Byron's actually behind the 2 of Cindric right now. As Cole Custer is next to Austin Dillon for the lead. For the lead, Cole Custer to the front. Big run for Chase Briscoe. Final lap, stage 2. Custer leading. Then Blaney. Blaney tries to get up. He can't. So many cars dropping down. There goes Briscoe. There goes the pack. Briscoe gets turned. Big wreck in front of the field. This is going to take out a bunch of them. Ryan Blaney involved. One of the championship drivers, as well as Chase Briscoe, who got turned by John Hunter Nemechek. Kyle Busch around. Ty Dillon involved. Josh Berry. The field wrecks big. Caution comes out. That'll end stage 2. Cole Custer wins it. Austin Dillon in second. Then Alex Bowman. Chase Briscoe gets turned around. Gets hit hard by Ryan Blaney. Big hit for the 19. He somehow stays on all 4 tires. Zane Smith and John Hunter Nemechek get by. But Ryan Blaney's absolutely jumped. Kyle Busch is absolutely jumped. He got clipped as well as Ty Dillon. Ryan Blaney had nowhere to go. Brad Keselowski, nowhere to go. Todd Gilliland, nowhere to go. Eric Jones, nowhere to go. Josh Berry, nowhere to go. Bubba Wallace, nowhere to go. Noah Gragson involved, as well as Justin Haley. So a big-time accident here at Daytona to end the second stage. It takes out some heavy hitters in the championship fight. Ryan Blaney destroyed. Nowhere for him to go. Chase Briscoe, a championship contender, got turned around. Noah Gragson with absolutely no place to go. And Justin Haley. Big wreck to end stage 2. And it takes out some heavy hitters. One of our top 3 in the championship, Ryan Blaney, gets taken out. Some of our outside contenders as well. So let's put everybody where they'll finish. Haley gets last. Berry 33rd. Gragson 32nd. Wallace 31st. Briscoe. Then Jones. Gilliland. And Kyle Busch. Then Ryan Blaney. Ty Dillon. And Brad Keselowski. So let's get the finishing results done and dusted right now. So, last place at Daytona, Justin Haley. Nowhere for him to go. Josh Berry, 33rd. Uh, 32nd for Noah Gragson. That's big for his championship hopes. The 14 just seems to be floundering now ever since Michigan. Bubba Wallace, 31st. Cowboy, get out of the way. Cowboy. Boney Bone. Boney Bone. Come here. Have a Boney Bone. Come on. Chase Briscoe. He finishes 30th after getting turned by John Hunter Nemechek. Nowhere for him to, nothing he could do. Eric Jones, 29th for him. '28th for Todd Gilliland. It's been a rough year for the 34 group. Kyle Busch, 27th. One of our quiet championship contenders. He's been hit or miss, and recently it's been miss. 27th for Busch. Then Ryan Blaney, big stage 1 win, doesn't even make it to see the end of stage 2. Gets caught up in a big wreck that was not his fault. He just had nowhere to avoid the sliding Chase Briscoe. Ty Dillon finishes in 25th. The 10, it's been one of those years for Ty Dillon. Has also been one of those years for Brad Keselowski. He finishes in 24th. So the stage 2 results are kind of the top 5 we know. It's Custer, then Dillon, then Bowman, Smith, and Nemechek. And the rest of the top 10, you got Jimmy, then Larson, then Logano, Reddick, and then Allmendinger. Austin Cindric just misses out on stage points. He missed out by 1 spot. That's unfortunate for Cindric, because some of those names that he needs to beat in this championship fight, beat him in the stage. Still a long way to go, though. Long way to go in this race, long way to go in this season. So there'll be a 3-lap shootout for the win in stage 3. And we'll see who wins it. But Austin Dillon has a great car. RCR always brings great cars to super speedways. Cole Custer seems to have a really good car. It could be a great night for his first win of his career. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Should be a lot of fun, though. Hopefully we can stay clean the rest of the race, but I doubt it. This is Daytona. It gets wild. So, here we go. Stage 3, a 3-lap shootout for stage points. Who wants it more? Will it be Cole Custer? Will it be Austin Dillon? Will it be Alex Bowman? Or will it be somebody else in the pack? We're about to find out. 3-lap shootout for stage points here in stage 3 at Daytona. We're green. Oh, there's a car around. Car around. It's Connor Zilich. Zilich is spun. We stay green. Big damage for the 87. Looks like day-ending damage for Connor Zilich. But up front, Dillon versus Custer. John Hunter gets shuffled. Well, almost. Shane does. So does the 9 of Chase. Suarez, and same with Ricky. Austin Dillon takes the lead. Connor Zilich is pulled off. He'll be out of this race. throughout the pack. It's Dylan in the lead. Then it's Jimmy Johnson. And here's Alex Bowman. Two former Daytona 500 champs fighting for the lead. Give the lead to Bowman with Nemechek right there. And there's Austin Cindric. There's the 2 car. We've been waiting for it all race. And here he goes. Up the middle is Custer. Big shove from Custer. Cindric tries to get up in front of him. Bowman can't get up in front of him. 2 laps to go on the stage. Zane and Seabell are going to shuffle Cindric out. What a move by Zane. Here he goes for second. Middle line got drop kicked. So many people are moving. Dylan drops. Wow, Austin Dillon decided to drop. Here he goes, side by side for the lead with Custer and Bowman. To the lead goes the 48. Now Custer getting a push. Custer up to second. Austin Dillon, though, looking for the lead. White flag, stage 3. Dillon in the lead. Bowman gets up in front of him. Oh! There goes Kyle Larson. Around up the front bumper is Zane Smith, and he goes over. Caution's out. That'll end the stage. Zane Smith hard into the wall and shoots back up the track and hits the outside wall hard. Big crash for Zane. Big crash for Kyle Larson, who goes for some barrel rolls down the front stretch. And comes to rest on his roof in the tri-oval grass. Well, that's huge for this championship. Kyle Larson, one of our championship contenders, our big names in the championship fight, gets crashed trying to make a big move on Zane Smith. And they both wreck. Give the stage 3 win to Bowman. As we will go back green on lap 17. Bowman, Dillon, Custer, Logano, Reddick, Johnson, Allmendinger, Stenhouse, Hamlin, and Byron get stage points. Huge for the 11 and the 24. Even if it's one or two points can make the difference. We've seen a tie before in this series for the championship. So we'll go back green on lap 17. And we got some things to sort out. Here we go. Bowman, Dillon, Custer, Logano, Reddick, Johnson, Allmendinger, Stenhouse, Hamlin, Byron. Okay. 23rd for Connor Zilic, who spun on the restart and jumped the car. So the 87, Zilic has really struggled going up in the Cup. And then Zane Smith, who got cleared. Kyle Larson cleared himself off of Zane, and they both wreck. Zane goes on a wild ride. Larson ends up on his roof. And, yeah. Championship changing wreck for sure. Zane 22nd, Larson 21st. His hot streak comes to a quick stop at Daytona. Here we go. Stage 4 at Daytona. Lap 17 of 30 is when we restart. And it's Alex and Austin Dillon leading the field back to green. Dead even restart between the 3 and the 48. The 41 looking high. Look at Joey Logano getting up to the outside line. Logano's got a good chance at this. But they're 3 wide for third behind Dillon and Custer. Big momentum shift. Joey Logano to the lead. Feels like we haven't said that all year. And now here he is at Daytona, leading the way. Big shove, Austin Dillon. Big shove, Austin Dillon. The 3 to the lead. Dillon in the lead. Custer looks high. Lap 18. Logano to the inside. He gets shuffled as well as Byron and Chris. Joe Log. Reddick tried to come down in front of Dillon to no avail. Cindric shuffled. Alex shuffled. They're side by side for the lead between Custer and Dillon. Suarez leading the third line. And here he goes. Suarez makes it 3 wide for third. As once again, the 3 to the lead. 3 wide behind them for second. That'll go to Shane. Shane to second. Can he clear up in front of Custer? He cannot. Lap 19. It looks like a fourth line is beginning to form. There we go. Fourth line beginning. Austin Dillon dominating once again at Daytona. Where have we seen Austin Dillon do that before? A lot of times this 3 car has gotten to the high side. And just controlled the race from there. Happened at Phoenix last year, the most famous incursion of that. It's happening again here tonight. They're 3 wide for fifth, and now here's Shane mounting a charge on the inside line, and same with John Hunter. Here's John Hunter getting into the fray. Side by side for the lead. Now Dillon takes it back. Ricky to the middle. Lap 20. Dillon, then Custer, then Ricky and Reddick. Chris gets shuffled as well as Gibbs and Chase. Here's Ricky side by side for second. The third and fourth lines getting some momentum building. Lap 21, they're 3 wide for second spot. Ross shuffled. John Hunter shuffled. Gibbs shuffled. Lap 21 begins. Oh, by it, Willie B. Joe Log nearly get crashed in the back. So much chaos going on throughout the field. Gibbs and Log get shuffled, but it's all Austin Dillon at the moment. No more fourth line. No more fourth line. This could be huge. No more fourth line. Here comes the 48 of Alex. He's on the inside. He's going to try and clear up into the middle with help from Austin Cindric. And all this pushing and shoving is just putting the 2-car where he needs to be, up in the front, beating out his championship rivals. Bowman and Cindric get to the outside. Lap 22. There's a fourth line again. The 9 and the 99 getting going. Dylan, Custer, Reddick, Johnson. Top 4, all clear of the leaders. Now make that the top 3 as Ty Gibbs gets shuffled in the back. He'll go to the third line. And through 3 and 4, the top 3, single file. Will they make a move? Here's the 9 of Chase trying to make a charge. He's going to be shuffled. Gibbs gets put out of line. 3 lanes again. As we begin lap 23, here's Chris on the bottom. I'll tell you what, Buscher's trying to get a third line going. Problem is, it's not working. Allmendinger gets shuffled. Ty Gibbs also gets shuffled out, but he'll go right back to the top where the Toyotas are. If anybody wants to stop that 3-car, they're going to need a caution. Hopefully, for their sake, they're not the caution. Here's Chris. Trying to get something going, but no one... He's not going to the outside. He's going to lose all his help. Lap 24 begins. Somehow Buscher remains the leader of the inside line. I don't know what they're doing, though. Looks like everyone's content to ride at the moment. And now Ty Gibbs will be the last car on the bottom line, so maybe they'll go up and help the middle line. Looks like that's what they're going to do, yes. Here we go. Here comes the 48. Alex with a big push from Cindric. Side by side for the lead. On lap 24. Joe Log to the inside. Now the 48 falls back. Side by side with the 3. Here's the 48. Big shove. Bowman to the lead. Alex followed by Cindric. Couldn't clear up in front of the 3, though. The 88 gets shuffled. The 17 goes to the third line, which is led by Joe Log. And Austin Dillon again fends off a challenge. And he leads coming to 5 laps to go. 5 to go. Austin Dillon's had the best car all night. Here he is, late in the going, leading the way. Ross to the third line. The 48's losing momentum again. Elliott shuffled out, as well as Shane. Well, third line's got some more cars now, but the top 5 is single file. Four to go. Will anybody go for it? Here we go. Tyler Reddick's looking. AJ Allmendinger's making the move. Allmendinger to the third line. Reddick thinking about it. Seabell thinking about it. They stay in line. So close. Gibbs is shuffled. 3 laps to go at the line. Austin Dillon out in front. Hang on, the middle line making a big push right here. Here we go. Here comes Bowman. Alex with a big shove. He's going to take the lead. Can he clear up in front of Dillon? He can. Alex Bowman takes the lead. Hey, with 3 laps to go. Probably the second best car of the night. Out in front. Late in the going. Can Austin Dillon mount a challenge? Can somebody do anything? Alex hasn't won since Vegas, all the way in March. Shane gets shuffled. 2 to go at the line. 2 to go. The 48 in the lead. But here comes Austin Cindric. Maybe tonight's the night. Cindric is next to the 48. Austin Cindric, remember, has never won a Diecast Racing Cup Series race. He's so close right now. He can feel it, but the bottom line can't hold on. And matter of fact, he may get shuffled out here. He does. Cindric to the bottom. Wow. Gibbs shuffled. William Byron shuffled. Austin Dillon's looking to make a move. The 3 thinking about it, he gets back in line. White flag in the air. One more time around at Daytona. Bowman leading, then Dillon, then Custer. Here's Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick makes his move. Tyler Reddick is the man. He has not won in a long, long time, and here he is, leading the middle line. Hey, does he have enough time? Ty Gibbs gets shuffled out. Here we go. It's all up to Bowman. It's up. Here we go. Bowman leading. Reddick in third. Does he have something? Here he comes. Here's Reddick. Here's Chase. Here's the 9. The 9 of Elliott. Side by side with his teammate. Hendrick 1-2 at the moment. Who's going to win it? Bowman leading. Reddick right there. Daytona 500 winners at the front. But it's going to be Bowman. Reddick almost got there. Alex Bowman. Second win of the season. Back to back for Hendrick Motorsports. Huge win for the 48 camp. They get it done at Daytona again. Reddick, so close once again, a second place for the 45, but big championship points. Austin Dillon a much needed third. Stenhouse fourth. Cole Custer gets a fifth. SVG gets sixth. Big run for the 88. Elliott seventh. Jimmy in eighth. Ninth place finish for Denny, and he just beats out the championship leader, Austin Cindric. Cindric gets another top 10. Then it's Elio. Then it's the Dinger. Then Suarez. Then Seabell. Then Ross. Then Chris. And then John Hunter, Gibbs, Log, and Willie B. Wow, Willie B lost a ton of points right there at the last lap. But the win goes to his teammate, Alex Bowman, who will get to burn it down for another time at Daytona. What a win for Alex Bowman. He burns it down at Daytona. Another win at Daytona for Bowman. Second win of the year, first since March, all the way back at Las Vegas. Hendrick Motorsports getting hot at the right time. They've won 2 in a row with the 24 and the 48. We'll see what the 5 and 9 can do next week at Darlington. Thank you all for watching. See y'all later. RP out. Peace. That was a really fun finish. Alex Bowman took it at the line. We thought Tyler Reddick may have a chance. but he did not. Bowman gets the job done. He wins at Daytona, second win of the season. Maybe vaults him back into the championship hunt. We'll see when we go to Darlington next week. Thank you all for watching. See y'all later. RB out. Peace.